Alright everyone, it's time to analyze Dotcom's statement, linked to his website, of course, in the description. Don't have to archive that because it's not, fucking corporate news or some swill like that. My response to the Dotcom release is it's intriguing. It's certainly important. It's a revelation, but while it makes a positive claim and should be taken, I think, quite seriously, it's probably not a game changer within the Seth Rich murder or assassination, whichever you'd like to term it, and probably doesn't bring any further disclosure. Because you got to realize there's a problem. Dotcom, of course, is over there in New Zealand and is wanted by various U.S. agencies for no particular reason. I mean, it's a copyright-drawn witch hunt after him for mega upload and all that stuff. But at the same time, if he were to come here, I don't think Congress would seriously grant him some sort of, temporary clemency and say, oh yeah, hey Kim, get on a plane, fly over here, give your testimony on a topic that we obviously don't even want to talk about most of the time, and you'll be just fine. We won't let the intel heads, the police or anything get you, and you can fly back and everything will be all proper and above board. I don't think that's going to happen. What he should do is take his evidence of his claims here. He's claiming he knew Seth Rich was involved with the DNC leaks. He's saying he knows that absolutely. That Seth Rich was responsible in part for trying to set up a new internet sort of political party in the United States. This is all very interesting, and I believe that that claim is likely true, because the Seth Rich murder, the official story does not make sense. When things don't make sense, often they're not true. It looks like a politically motivated killing. But he's not going to be able to actually give his evidence of that unless he's willing to plop it online. You've got the internet at your disposal. From your safe space in New Zealand, you're capable of putting this online and letting the little people distribute this information that you purportedly have. Why don't you make some videos and put some documents and pictures together, screen caps, whatever you have, compile that, put it online, and let other people on a million different social media sites spread it around. If it gets popularized grassroots style online, pressure would be put on the U.S. government to allow you to come forward and testify, or to admit that as evidence. Or at the very least, the public would know something was fishy. You have an opportunity. Dotcom now has an opportunity, if he's got enough of this info and it's not just his claims word of mouth. If he's got some more tangible evidence of what he's actually claiming here, he could crack the case wide open and bring the corporate media sort of crumbling down, really cast a shadow on these intel agencies that would be, at least one or more of them involved in a cover-up of a political killing for whatever reason they are. And I would think that to him, it'd be the ultimate form of revenge on some of these people, since they were involved in fucking over his business in the first place, again, for copyright bullshit. So even just for petty revenge, you might as well release what you've got. It'd be far more effective than saying, oh, I'm going to talk to my legal team and then make a statement. And then the statement is basically, oh, Congress should grant me an audience here, let me come forward and speak to the senators, and then not throw me in jail when I actually show up in the United States. It's like the 1% chance that that would happen. You'd probably need a lot fewer never-Trumpers and Democrats in Congress before they would even consider the possibility of that happening. Asking Trump to touch the issue, he's shown an unwillingness to do so. Probably for self-preservation reasons, because he doesn't want them to go after him and say, oh, witch hunt. Oh, trying to, he's a fascist. He's trying to go after his political adversaries and destroy them. Pretty soon he'll call for the lynch mob, so he can't touch the issue. Who else is going to? Who in Congress even has, maybe Rand Paul. Rand Paul, you need to talk to Rand. Go email him. Get him on board with it and you're fine. Otherwise, dump this info out online and let us take care of it. Because there's far quicker spread of information and there are far more voices than there ever were on the corporate media. The information would spread far too quickly if it was released properly for it to be censored, and then people would know that there was something tangible there. And you need to release it all, to be honest. Not hold anything back. Because the U.S. government can't touch, obviously they've already got a copyright case. They can't touch you where you are. You have nothing really to lose by releasing it, others will take up the mantle of spreading that material around. You yourself, of course, have Twitter as a major platform and a website you can use to push the info in the first place. Host it there. Just release whatever you have. Also tell all about what you know, and people will take it more seriously as you delve into more detail. But simply saying, oh, Congress should, call me forth, they're probably not going to do that. It's just not going to happen. So it's interesting. It's important. It's not, I've used the term satirically, by the way, in my last video. So why'd you use the term nothing burger? That's like the lefty term. Yeah, I'm using it to joke about what they use as a shill term when they want you to believe that something's nothing. This is definitely not a nothing burger, but it will lead to nothing if it isn't pushed off by a larger group of people. It makes it far too easy for people that don't want you to discuss this stuff to shill and say, oh, it's nothing, snooze, I'm getting tired, I'm headed to bed. Anyone else getting tired right now? So, that sort of stuff, which is like half troll, half shill in nature. It makes it far too easy when your statement is this vague. You're saying, absolutely, yeah, I know he was involved with the DNC leaks. Okay, what is your evidence of that being the case? Because just a claim, it wouldn't even suffice before Congress. It wouldn't lead to a wider investigation, and the longer that people wait, the more likely it is evidence gets destroyed in such a case anyway. Thus it gets thrown basically out the window. That's about all. Peace out.